This is the Lockpicker 1969, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to the next episode of Interview with a Lockpicker. Today's guest is McD Poor. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
So tell us about your name.
Okay, I guess you mean my McDonald Poor name.
Yep.
That is a different kind of story because it doesn't really go along with anything. When back in the 90s, 2000, something like that, one of my hobbies was collecting McDonald toys. In fact, I never get rid of anything, so I still have them. So, every week, me and my family would get our Happy Meals. At that time, was 99 cents. So then I'd collect the McDonald toys, and the name stuck.
Okay.
So once you have thousands of McDonald toys laying around in bags and boxes and stuff like that, then I become McDonald Poor, as just kind of going the other direction, because I was not McDonald Poor. I was poor financially, but not poor with toys. So that's how the McDonald Poor name kind of just stuck.
Gotcha. So where are you from exactly?
I'm from southeast Missouri, so I'm kind of right in the middle of the United States.
Okay. So how and when did you get into locksport then?
The locksport community, or the locksport itself, was around Christmas 2023, something like that. But prior to that, I've always been involved with not necessarily lock picking, but I grew up around locks. I come from a poorer family, and we always had to make do. So we had a lot of locks laying around with no keys back then. I'm an older gentleman, by the way, and retired in my 60s.
Nothing wrong with
that. Well, and I'm still kicking, so I guess that's pretty good. But back in the 60s, the warded master locks was pretty popular. And my dad taught me how to take a key and cut it down, or use about anything and get into those keys and be able to still have a usable lock.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of how it started out. Now, I think I might have got off track of your question, though.
That's okay. Nope, you're talking about how you got into it.
Okay, well, that's kind of how I got into it. And then as time progressed, I also had a great big huge tackle box full of keys. So I collected keys, and they was from all different kind of cars. It was marked, had all the little key cases because it came from a salvage yard.
Okay.
And I was very interested in that. So that progressed. Now, and then we jumped 40 years later
Wow.
into a Christmas of 2023, and I just, just recently retired and was kind of looking into what I might, I don't know, I just kind of watching videos, and Bosnia Bill, Lockpicking Lawyer, the videos popped up, and it kind of stirred up my memory a little bit of maybe my childhood. So
Okay.
So I wanted to go ahead and see what I could do with that, so.
Okay, so
From there, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
From there, it was around Christmas time, this and that. So I thought, hey, I'll look around, and because I had a few old locks and this and that laying around. So I went online. Now, like I said, I don't spend a lot of money on my hobbies and stuff. My hobby money, I get rid of something to get something else.
I gotcha.
So it's not family money, it's hobby money.
Yep.
So it was around Christmas time, so I kind of got myself a cheap, I think it was a Go-So set, had like 14 picks in it, something like that, off of Wish.
Okay.
So free shipping, all that. So it came in, and I started, of course, was watching the videos the whole time, getting all pumped up for locksport, and was able to rake a few locks open and realize that, there's a kind of a technique to it, and I enjoy keeping my brain going. So I was very interested in what I could accomplish doing that.
Okay. So that was your Goso set. And what you told me in the pre-interview was that you did all the work to do the sanding and polishing and everything to make it a more usable, set. What did you?
That's correct. Yeah, because I was watching videos, and of course that's the first thing they said. Okay, you got this set. It's you're going to have to do some work to it a little bit, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. So, what did you go to after the Goso set, or how much do you still use the Goso set?
I don't use it as much. I did, like I said, sanded it all down, got it thinner, put shrink tubing on it, on them. Broke my city rake. I thought I was lost there for a while. And then I ordered, I guess, which is, looking back, it was kind of crazy, a bigger set, but a worser set. I don't even remember what name it was.
Yeah.
And so that didn't work out.
Okay.
But my little Goso set was still getting me into my master lock number 3s, and because all my locks are pretty much from the field. I mean, literally from the field, because farmers, or what I've had, just stacked up in the past, this and that. So nothing high quality. So every lock in my world was a challenge lock.
Okay. Okay, so at some point, though, you indicated to me you picked up Moki and Rob Lawn and Jimmy Longs.
Yes.
So are those your go-tos now, or you still look at your Goso set as your go-to?
Oh, no. My Gosos are there's, I still have them, but I don't use them anymore.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, once I got involved with the locksport community, now I've always been in the background till like 2 months ago. I mean, I was the guy in the chats, asking questions.
Yep.
Always liking, subscribe, comment on everybody's channel.
Yep.
I just had a name out there,
Yep.
And so once I got involved with that, they got involved with me and really stepped up. And before I knew it, they was offering me, hey, what can we do to help you get started? And it was just amazing.
It's an amazing community. I can't say enough good things about everybody out there, literally.
That's just it. I mean, it's just fantastic.
Yep.
And the thing is, of course, pride doesn't really want you to accept a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But pretty soon it was like, no, we're doing this for us as much as we are for you.
Paying it forward. Yep.
Paying it forward, exactly. And so before I knew it, I was getting, pics in the mail, and to be honest with you, all of my good pics I have, they're probably from every company that ever was made, but I really didn't have to buy any pics that I use right now. It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a large assortment of everything made, of course.
Don't need it.
But, I have my one Moki pick, which is fantastic. I have my my Jimmy Longs,
Yep.
And you can't get those unless somebody basically donate you some.
Yeah.
Because they sell out so quick, and they're great picks. And then I have my Rob Lawn that I had gotten in a giveaway. And then, of course, I have multi-picks, and all different companies, this and that I've kind of, people have passed along to me.
Okay.
But it's just it's amazing. I mean, I've really gotten into the sport by people's generosity.
Yeah. So, okay, so When you were learning, though, I mean, once you really picked it up and you started really trying to learn it, what would you say some of the challenges that you faced when you were just getting started trying to learn lockpicking?
Well, just basic knowledge. Even though you watch videos, it's not the same as when you have it in your hand. Tensioning wrenches, having the right equipment, you know, the right tool for the right job, you know, and plus my locks and stuff I was picking wasn't consistent because, like I said, they come from out in the field. I mean, like I've got a bunch of them from the water sewer department in our local area that they just cut them off and replace them every so often. And so they said, you know, I asked them and they said, yeah, you can just go ahead and have them.
Cool.
Which is fantastic, you know.
Yep.
But you got cut shackles, you got rusted almost in two, this and that. So it was it takes a while, and I still got a lot of them that I haven't been able to open.
Okay.
But you know, it's the challenge. It's that thrill of getting that lock open.
Yes.
I mean, that is the whole. You know, that's 90% of the sport to me. I mean, you know, it's that thrill of getting that lock.
That I gotcha moment.
Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah.
And it just takes you know, sometimes you don't accomplish what you want to do. And like I said, eventually you got to just kind of lay it aside.
Yep.
But with me, to be honest with you, it's a hobby. It keeps my fingers moving. It keeps my brain going. I can take a lock, a tension wrench, you know, a pick, and sit in my recliner in the living room with the family and pick locks. And it's just a great stress reliever. To me, it just keeps my brain, my fingers, you know, it just keeps me focused. And when I fidget, you know, that's my fidget tool right there, you know. So I probably I went astray again. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So I guess the question I'm going to ask is, a lot of people who know you associate you with guitars and guitar picking as well.
Yes.
So can you talk about how that kind of has been a good blend for you with lock picking?
Yes. You know, of course, my little logo is picking with McD Poor, and it's picking locks and picking with guitars. And I've been picking or playing guitar since I was 6, and of course, you know, that's now 60 some odd years ago. But I'm not the best guitar player in the world, but I enjoy it, and it's something that it also takes finger dexterity. So lock picking also helps with that. It keeps that hobby also going.
I'm guessing that you collect guitars as well.
Yes, there's very few guitar players I know that don't have but one guitar, unless they're really great and they have the one guitar that's all they need, you know.
Yeah.
And really that's all I do need. But yes, I have a more than I need.
Okay. All right.
But I'm also a luthier, so I also work on guitars, and that's also something that I enjoy.
Cool.
And you know, building guitars, getting guitars set up where they play better than I'm being biased here, but guitars you buy new, they all need a little bit of something to make them play great.
Yep.
And that's what I enjoy doing, making that guitar play great.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to ask this question. I know the answer from the pre-interview, of course, but so are you pursuing the belt ranking system? And if not, why?
No, I thought about it when I first started, and I didn't want to do videos at that time. and I'm very slow at picking, very, very slow. I enjoy picking, but I don't get in any kind of hurry, and I don't time myself really. And so I thought, plus I have a tendency sometimes that I wouldn't rest until I reach that next belt. So in my mind, it was better off not to pursue it.
Gotcha.
I'm glad you understand that.
Yeah,
but
I
the
do.
thing is, I am very humble to anybody that pursues it, because it takes skill and
dedication
and talent and everything. And I tell you what, my hat is off to these people. I mean, it's just amazing, the skill level. To me, I can't tell you one lock from another hardly.
Okay.
And these guys can rattle off numbers that are, I'm completely lost. I can pick a lock, but I may not even know what kind of lock I'm picking. So I'm different than most of the community, but I do enjoy it. And I think that's the major thing, is to enjoy what you do.
Have you had a chance to play with any challenge locks yet?
Yes, I have. Actually, this is going to sound kind of, because if anybody knows Jay Gabriel,
oh yeah,
and if you're listening to this, Jay, I love you, man. But
he's an evil genius.
He is something else. I tell you what, you get him and Trucker into a chat area, and it just blows you away.
Yep.
And Snake and Lou, all these guys, it's just amazing. But getting back to what you were saying, but Jay Gabriel, he made me a challenge lock. And the thing was, he asked me, well, what's my picking level? And I said, well, I'm pretty good at American locks 1100s. I mean, that's kind of where I like to be.
Okay.
And so that kind of gave him, okay, well, you're around a green belt, probably something like that. He said, well, I'm gonna make you a lock that should be in your range. Okay, well, I received that. He was, how Jay is. He was gonna make me a lock no matter what I said.
Yep.
So he made me a lock, and like I said, I love this guy to death.
Yep.
And he sent me the lock, and it was, you could pick it either clockwise or counterclockwise. And counterclockwise was easier than clockwise, and it still took me a long time. But once I finally got it counterclockwise, I was doing pretty good on it. But clockwise, I think I've opened it up twice clockwise since I've had it, and it's been a month and a half probably.
I'm sure
maybe 2 months.
I'm sure he has some kind of fun sitting inside of there.
Well, yeah, and he sent me a spoiler of what's inside, and of course I didn't understand most of it, and I was afraid to gut it. I like gutting locks, but I don't want to gut that one because I don't know if I could get it back together.
Okay. All right. So I want to ask you a question, and it's going to be kind of a multi-thing here. Your YouTube channel, what was your original reason for the channel? And what do you see as the future of your channel? Because you've embarked on something you're doing with the Itty Bitty the Hedgehog, and I was hoping you'd talk about that a little bit as well.
Yes. People in the community, a lot of them thought I already had a channel. And so I had subscribers even before I even started my video adventure. But I originally done it out of respect and appreciation from the community, as far as I had received a really, really nice giveaway.
Okay.
And I just figured it's time, I need to step out of my comfort zone and do this.
We're glad
People don't
you did.
realize that I'm not outgoing. I'm introverted.
Yep.
But on something like this, I come off as more extroverted, and I'm not. And so it was a big step for me to step out of my comfort zone and do videos.
I think that's the case with a lot of people, though. So especially online. So I think that's more the norm than it is anything other than that. So
I've been doing videos now for almost 2 months. I've only got like 18 videos out, which is not a lot, but I have I think quite a pretty good little following. So I like that.
Okay.
Now like you said, my channel is a little bit different because, like I said before, I pick slowly, and I'm not the best in the world at explaining how to pick a lock or any of that. So my original thinking was, okay, because I do know guitars, I do know how to pick, music. I know how to do that. So I'm going to add that in there as part of it because it's picking with McDonald Poor.
Yep.
But the thing is, my video knowledge is not good enough to be able to film, pick, record, edit music, and all that. So I had to kind of step back a step, and I did one video on kind of a luthier type thing. And then I like this locksport swag. I mean, I like the stickers. I like the things like that.
Yep.
I didn't see a lot of that online. So I thought, okay, that's something that I enjoy. I enjoy the poker chips, the stickers, because to me that is connecting me to the community.
Yes.
So I did that. And then it progressed to, okay, what can I do continuously? Well, on our local Facebook Marketplace, they come up, because I don't hardly ever buy anything new. If I can't get a deal on something, you ask my wife, if I can get a penny off of the price, I won't buy it. But that's just me.
You're thrifty.
So, I was there, and there was a set of 26 plastic locks come up for, I think it was $6 or something like that. Almost in the box, missing one key. 26 locks, 26 keys, missing one key. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make not a spoof, but more of a children's friendly video about, these plastic locks, and try to get maybe the children of the lock sport community to enjoy lock sport also.
Okay.
So I did that, and then it progressed to, I also have a pet hedgehog, which is itty bitty. If anybody's watched my channel, they know itty bitty. She's the star of the show.
The star was born.
A star was born. In fact, today I just got some stickers in that I'm going to have it's got itty bitty on it.
That's cool.
So, right, yeah. 'Cause like I said, she's the star. So I put that in with the plastic locks, so the children would be kind of entered, and everybody. I'm getting comments from a lot of different people that because hedgehogs are kind of cute and they are fun to watch run around.
Yep.
But also I can take these ABC plastic locks and use that as an educational tool,
Yeah.
And also now I've added on the side where I can do addition, subtraction, and all that. So that's where I'm at this point.
Pretty cool.
So I'm still in lock sport, but I'm kind of on that.
You're doing your own thing. That's okay.
Well, I can't pick fast. I'm not the expert on any of that. I mean, I can pick and do okay, but I have to work with what I can work with. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. I'm enjoying lock sport in a little bit different manner, I guess. I still pick every day. Locks, regular locks.
Nothing wrong with that. So,
but I enjoy, I enjoy my hedgehog, itty bitty, and I enjoy children. Maybe, it only takes one that enjoys watching and this and that. And I've done what I wanted to do.
Yeah, definitely. So, do you have any particular lock sporters that you would like to say thank you to that stand out for you?
Well, the entire community, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, starting out, Lady Locks, number one.
Yeah.
I tell you what. And anybody, I think, just about that's been in lock sport, you know, she's the queen. In fact, I won't say that.
She's the boss lady.
She's the boss lady, but I also think of her as a daughter, maybe a granddaughter. I mean, you know, she's the lock sport relative I'd love to have, you know.
Okay, so all right.
And then besides her, you know, like I'd mentioned, Jay Gabriel, you know, Trucker, Parky. Me and him started about the same time. I think he started like maybe a couple of 3 weeks before I did.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've always been really tight, you know, all the way through too. And there's so many more. I mean, you know, I can't, and I don't want to leave anybody out. So everybody that knows me or whatever, I deeply appreciate you with the bottom of my heart. I really do. And I thank each and every one of you.
All right. Well, this is going to be the last question before I wrap up, and it's going to be a difficult one. So, other than the lock sport community, what is your favorite thing about lock sport?
Well, of course, I think I probably have talked your ear off already, but it's definitely the community.
Yeah, I know.
And I it's like they're family. They literally are family.
They are.
I mean, you know, I talk to them more than, well, not my immediate family, of course, but, you know, cousins, aunts, uncles. You know, I very seldom ever see them anymore, but my lock sport family is always there for me.
Yeah.
And I hope they realize that I'm always there for them too. If they need to talk, I always got an ear. So,
do you have a final message, or was that your final message?
My final message, if you don't mind,
go for it.
What I put in each one of my videos, and a lot of my messages and this and that. And today is a good day for a good day, or sometimes I'll have it as this is a good day for a great day. And if you think about it, each day is what you make it. So, you know, if you just remember that little saying, you know, that, you know, you have the option. It can be a good day, or you can make the day whatever you want it to be. But I choose for today to be a good day.
Awesome. I want to thank you for doing the interview, and we had a pretty nice and long chat in the pre-interview, and I enjoyed that very much. We had a lot of good laughs as well, so that was cool.
Thank you. I did too.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
We'll definitely be talking again where it doesn't require the interview part of it. So, all right. So with that, I'm going to start to wrap this up. I just want to say to anybody that's listening to the interview, if you haven't been interviewed yet, why not? You don't have to be a extremely well-accomplished picker or anything. We just want to hear your story. We want to know about you. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has a history of some kind. And the things that make you you are your hobbies and your other interests and what you've dealt with in your life, that sort of thing that you're willing to share. So by all means, step forward. Let's hear it. With that, I'll wrap it up. If you are currently a subscriber, thank you. If you are not yet a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications and all, and hit like on the video. And thanks for listening.